Hey guys, it's Tage. Today I am bringing you a different video than I normally make. I thought it would be fun to make a tier list for the different hunters. This is not to exactly judge their skill on how I see them and if they're whether they're meta or not. So this is just a fun little video. I'm not trying to offend anybody or anything. So if your favorites are not at the top of the list or if they're ranked really low, please note that it is not my intention to call you out or make fun of them in any way. If they are your favorite character, that is absolutely wonderful and I'm so happy for you. And you can feel free to tell me why in the comments, why they're your favorite character, whether you think that they should have been higher or not. But please be respectful about it. Okay, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get right into the tier list. We're going to kind of start with Ember, since he's the first hunter on this list. And at a later date, I'm going to do one for the survivors as well, so you can look forward to that. Okay, so Ember. He is the first hunter you receive in the game for free, and the only hunter you really receive for free in the game. Generally speaking, as far as looks goes, he is not really my ideal aesthetical style, just looking at him at base rate. However, a lot of his skins are really cool looking. Like, some of them are so heavily detailed. And if we're looking into gameplay style, which I'm not looking too closely as far as my ranking goes, basically he is very underrated. People in the right hands, he can be a powerhouse. I have been annihilated a number of times by really good Hell Embers, and I am in awe of that. So, given that fact, I am going to rate him a B. I think that he definitely has a lot of potential as a hunter. He's very underrated, and he's easy to pick up. He's easy to play. New players, obviously, that's the only option you have, so you have to kind of learn him until you have enough points to be able to either earn the character or if you break down and buy the character. So he ranks as a B for me. The next hunter we have up is going to be Smiley. I have never personally played him from memory. If I did, it was one match and it was on his free day or whatever. He's not particularly a character that I am super excited about. I don't like clowns. That has a lot to factor into the fact of why that he is going to receive the rating he does for me. He has some really cool skins, mind you. I feel like he probably should have more, given the fact that there are still some people out there who really do like him as a character. But for me, I am not super into him. So he's going to rank the lowest on this tier list for me because I don't like his overall gameplay style and he's a clown. He gets a really low rating for me. Next up, we have Ripper. Ripper has a lot of cool skills, and I personally like his overall design. That giant claw hand is absolutely terrifying, and some of his fog abilities can make you jump, especially if you are a new player of the game and you're not expecting that. He has a lot of amazing looking skins. There are several that are just gorgeous to look at. Oh my gosh. But I haven't played him enough to really form a really hardcore opinion about him. So basically, he's going to rank a C for me. I don't know. I don't see him as a character that I would normally play. And having played him maybe a couple times, it was not necessarily an experience that I really overall enjoyed. Next up, we have Gamekeeper. He is actually a surprisingly fun character to play. I had generally first passed because I was he's not really, overall looks-wise, was not really someone that was appealing to me. And I was I don't really know if I want to play a trapper-like character. Although, in my opinion, when I've played him, I use more of the hooks and the traps. Probably need to learn how to use the traps more to be more effective, but I do better with the hook overall. He's got a lot of nice skins, and he's just fun to play. I like him as a character. And also, his backstory is really sad, but that can be said the same about a lot of IDV characters. So we are going to put him on the B list. Probably in front of Ember. Yeah, in front of Ember looks good. Next up is none other than Soul Weaver, Violetta, if you will. If you can already tell by my increased pitch, I am 100% a Violetta main. I love Violetta so much. She stole the absolute show for me. She was actually not one I was expecting to pick up at first. I thought when I first saw the game's art, I was going to go for Dream Witch, because Dream Witch is a snake lady, and yes, snake lady for the win. Snakes are one of my favorite animals. So I thought, okay, absolutely, 100%, I'm going to main Dream Witch. I already know. But I learned that Dream Witch is a lot harder, so I skipped unlocking her at first. So I tried out Soul Weaver on one of her free days, and I fell in love. She is completely charming and adorable, just like the way she walks and just like the little noises she makes, and she's so fun, and perhaps this is the wrong word to use, but she's so innocent, and she has so many beautiful skins, like so many. Like Floral Sacrifice has to be my absolute favorite. Like, this isn't a skin video by all means. This isn't like, none of the skins really like super factor into whether they're going to be high or low, but I do have to take a moment to gush about her skins. Her skins are just chef's kiss. Like, she has so many good ones. So for me, I don't think it's going to be a really surprise for any of you, but she gets to be at the top of the list. She gets to be S rank because she is an S rank character in my heart. Absolutely love her, and I feel like she's definitely one of those characters. Even if I try out other characters, I will like continue to play her because I enjoy her so much. I do not rank, but if I had to rank, she would be the badge that I would go after because I absolutely love Violetta so much. All right, next up we have Geisha. Geisha is definitely a fan favorite of a lot of people from what I have seen. Her design style is very gorgeous. She has a lot of amazing skins. Beautiful. Congratulations on Shiramuku for coming back, by the way. I'm really excited about that. But there's also a lot of skins that are coming out. I'm just like, please stop. There's too many. And Geisha has a lot of those. Like Manchurian Crane and her once skins coming out. Okay, overall gameplay style. I really enjoy playing her. She is a lot of fun. I love the butterfly effects, being able to dash to a survivor and smack them with her dagger fan. Her hitbox is what really gets me though, because it can be really hit or miss. Sometimes you think you've got a guaranteed hit and it doesn't hit right. It's something that needs to be fixed, honestly. I highly recommend people trying her out. She is a lot of fun. Learning how to place your butterflies, dashing to the different survivors, and then using her aerial attack to come down after you've dashed to the butterfly to smack the survivor, say someone trying to rescue on chair. Honestly, really fun. Super fun. There's just so much joy in playing her. So I would definitely have to rank her an A, only because of that hitbox. Only because I hitbox. Everything else, she's quality. She has potential to be S if we can get that hitbox fixed. Feaster is a very interesting character, to say the very least. I have played several rounds with him. Didn't really enjoy his gameplay style. It definitely feels like there is a slight learning curve. He's not like super hard to play in my opinion, but like I feel like you do need to be able to know when someone is out of cipher to be able to promptly raise the tentacles to where you can poke them, which is honestly kind of fun. Call me a little juvenile, but I do kind of find it fun just to go poke. I get a little too excited about that, being able to like time things just properly. He is a bit slow in my opinion. He's not by far the slowest from what I have seen and experienced with playing these other characters. I'm going to give him a B. I have several Bs as you can see so far, but I don't have a lot of ill feelings towards hunters, and even the ones that are ranked really low aren't really some ones I hate. I just don't particularly like them very much. There's some I just don't like playing very much after experiencing their gameplay, or I just didn't like them enough to play them. Moving on to Wu Chang. Wu Chang is a very interesting character considering he's technically two characters in one, and you're controlling both the white guard and the black guard. Both have their each different playstyles. You have one with a bell, and then the other one uses a soul siphon. I have played Wu Chang a little bit, not as much as I would have and I need to because I recently unlocked him. He's got some top-notch skins as far as like my opinion goes, and makes him look very pretty, very elegant looking too. As far as playstyle goes, I prefer the bell more to the siphon. I feel like it's easier to hit than the siphon. And that could also be just my lack of understanding of how to play the character, but he is fun to play, and even going against him is scary when people know how to use the umbrella, the siphons, and the bells. It's just like being able to completely dominate the board as Wu Chang is very terrifying to go against. I've had several matches with some really good Wu Changs. I am going to rate him an A. Next up, we have Joseph. You either love him, you hate him, but you can't deny that those who know how to use him and use him well are freaking terrifying. I've not played him very much at all. I really don't have a lot of interest in playing him, even though, like, I feel like he'd be super fun if I could get him down. That aside, I don't see myself playing him a lot. But I have a lot of respect for those people who do play him and play him well. Have got terror shot so many times by just sneaking up on me. He's like the silent hunter. You don't really hear him coming, or at least I know I don't. You could just be doing your own business, and the next thing you know, boom, you're on the ground. And I do appreciate that scare factor. That scare factor is really cool, in my opinion. I can appreciate that about his character. I am going to rate him a C, probably above Ripper, honestly, if we're being completely honest. Next up, Mad Eyes, the neglected grandpa of the franchise, in my opinion. He's definitely one of those characters that you get how he works or you don't. Some people say he's super easy to go against. Some people say he's hard to go against, especially if you know what you're doing. But that being said, because he's not played a lot, for those people who made him, I have mad respect for. Like, dude, like being able to work the board as Mad Eyes is, in my opinion, impressive. Some people are like, well, if you can draw a line, you can play Mad Eyes, but I disagree. I can draw lines, but I could not get him down for the life of me on his character day. Did not enjoy my time playing him. But that aside, for people who do play him, you guys get mad props for sure. But for my opinion, he's gonna go on the D list because I don't enjoy playing him at all. Next up, we have Yidra, Dream Witch. Honestly, I don't even have to like say anything. She automatically gets S tier because I love her overall design. As I've stated, I love snake ladies, lamias, if you will. Her lore is amazing. I love everything about this character, other than probably her gameplay style. That would probably technically take her down to an A, but she's staying an S for me. Her gameplay style is impressive. I am in awe of people who can multitask like it's nobody's business. I do good enough to control the follower itself and trying to get enough presence. I am not by any means ever going to be a pro Dream Witch, but I do have fun playing her. It's just also stressed because I'm just like, oh god, I'm sucking so hard. I am literally handing the wins to the survivors. But I have gotten some pretty good terror shocks, to completely toot my own horn. Right next to Violetta is where she belongs because she is just such an amazing character, and I 100% love playing her. Wish they would buff her more. I came really late into IDV, so it was one of those things where I didn't get to see her at her prime, and I really wish I got to experience that because I've heard that she is a force to be reckoned with, and it's a shame that she's gotten nerfed more than she used to be, and I would love to bring that back. Next up, we have X-Boy. He is a very lovable character within the community, or so I have seen. I don't know a lot of maids, mind you, but I do know there are a few out there. One of my viewers in particular has a rather fond place in their heart for X-Boy, so they're probably going to be crushed when when they see that I rate him a lot lower than probably what they would have rated him. But Robbie is a really interesting character. I just don't really have a lot of fun playing him, but the overall, like, his overall powers are really cool and can be a pain in your side. Especially if you're going against this particular viewer that I'm talking about. They are absolutely amazing at Robbie, and I am in awe how many times they have kicked my butt and so many of the other viewers during our community days. But honestly, they deserve an S badge. So, for my opinion, I don't enjoy playing him, and I've not really played him a lot, and I don't see myself enjoying it. So, he is going to end up on the C end. He'll get a place above Ripper, of course. Okay, next up we have Lucino. Only played him once, like Mad Eyes, so I probably will not be giving him the mad respect that he probably deserves. His jumps are really scary, and watching people play him like they know the back of their hand is amazing for sure. But I'm not that really into Lucino. He is cool, mind you, but he's just not the character for me. I don't see myself enjoying playing him. I'm giving him a D. We will switch this around a little bit though. He at least gets middle D. Next up, we have the queen herself, Bloody Queen, Mary, if you will. She is absolutely gorgeous. Love a lot of her skins. She has a lot of very nice skins. And honestly, like, mirrors are terrifying. I don't play her as often as I probably should, but she is a fun character to play. Love her overall design, and she's a character I'd like to get better at. That being said, she does get an A rank from me. Following that is Bonbon, the cute and lovable robot that will blow you to smithereens. He is really interesting as overall design goes. He's really cute. Absolute love the Monokuma bear style. I have like an odd affection for Bonbon. I don't think I've ever actually played him, but I have a friend who mains him, and it's really fun to watch her play him. I get such an adrenaline rush from watching her play because she's so good. And that's what I like about Bonbon is his overall gameplay style. The fact that for people who know how to effectively play him, it's a treat to watch. So like he's getting a B for me. And he will probably outrank Feaster in this case because he is so adorable and he's just amazing. All right, next up we have Anne, or the Disciple, a cat lady after my own heart, honestly. She is super cool. I love her overall design. The long neck makes me think of the long neck woman in Japanese lore, specifically Japanese yokai. And the fact that she has an adorable cat that helps her hunt down survivors makes her even more appealing. I have really enjoyed playing her. She is super fun to play. I wish her reach was a little bit longer, but I feel like with what she makes up in reach, good cat placement really can make or break the game. So, for that being said, she is going to get an S because I can't. I can't put her in an A. I have too much fun playing her. She was very surprising. I didn't know if I would be able to enjoy gameplay with her, but like having after a few matches, I've really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed it, and I can't see her being any lower than an S. Next up, we have Antonio, or the Violinist. I've played a little bit of him. He is not someone who I'm super interested in learning, but people who use those strings like it's nobody's business and it's like firing it off left and right. Oh my gosh, that is so fun to watch. That being said, I don't really super love playing him, and a lot of that could be because I don't really understand how to play him as much. But also, I just don't see myself playing him or wanting to learn as much compared to some of the other hunters on this list. My decision to make him a C is solely based on the fact that I just don't see myself playing him. All right, next up we have Sculptor, Galatea. She is a very interesting character. I like her overall design. She has some lovely skins, especially Succubus. That is such a wonderfully detailed skin. Props with the bone corset. Oh, chef's kiss, man. Skins with bones on them is like another one of my things that I really love. I love creepy, cool things, or very things that are beautiful, delicate, but also have a horror aspect to them. Like hauntingly beautiful, if you will. Galatea definitely covers that in a lot of areas. I really like the chess gameplay style. It can be a little bit confusing at times to know how to properly use them, in my opinion. I've struggled a little bit to understand like how to properly play her. But that being said, she's really fun. I think she has a lot of potential, and I'd like to see NetEase do more with her. We are going to give her a B, but we are going to place her next to Bonbon because honestly, I do really like her. I just don't see her being an A or an S for me. The Undead, Percy himself. Scary, incarnate. Like, people have terrified me so much while playing Percy. Like, I never understood like why people thought Percy was so scary until I finally went up against one myself. Oh boy. I did not understand why I was just on the ground and he wasn't tearing me. And his fast zooms are like, whoa. 1 minute he's in one place, the next minute he's on top of you and you're down on the ground. Like, it is super impressive, honestly. I've never played him from memory, and I don't see myself playing him. But as far as that goes, I would probably put him at A, just because I think people are super impressive, and I do like his design. He is pretty freaking cool. Okay, next up we have the Williams brothers, Poland, the Breaking Wheel. Okay, so overall design, very cool. But for the life of me, I cannot get this character down. That wheel is very annoying to deal with. I would just rather like scoot across the map as Poland, smack survivors, than trying to get that wheel down because, dear Lord, it is so frustrating. I just do not enjoy my time playing Poland. But I do have a high level of affection for people who know how to play him. It's very impressive, honestly. Kudos. But for my ranking, he's going to end up with a C. He does get slightly in front of Ripper because of my affection for him. So that being said, he's a C for me. He's just a C. Next up, we have Naiad, a character who needs more skins, in my opinion. She has such a lovely design, and she is a force to be reckoned with if you know how to play her. And while I would not say that I really super know how to effectively play her, per se, I do really like playing her. I do like the long reach, and that water is such a menace, but so helpful. Especially when people are being stubborn about trying to get those saves and then they end up going down. I think she is such a lovely character overall, and for that reason alone, she is going to make it on the A list for me in front of Percy because I actually have played her quite a bit. The Wax Artist. I actually thought I was going to unlock him because I thought he looked really cool. And, new hunter, hey. I definitely was really interested in playing him. But then after seeing some gameplay, I just never picked him up, and I don't really intend to. While his backstory is really cool, and like honestly, I do like the fusion of two characters as one. I just don't like his gameplay style, and don't really care for him much as a character. So he will end up on the D list for me. Sorry. And last but not least, we have Nightmare. Also, I can automatically say that he gets a D for me, just slightly in front of Philip. I don't really enjoy playing him. He's very clunky. He bumbles a lot, and it doesn't feel good to play him. I just do not enjoy it. You literally have to make me play him to willingly play him, because I do not like it. I don't understand it. Clunky characters are just ones that I just tend to shy away from in general. So it's just one of those things that's based on the fact that he's super clunky, just not fun to play with, and he doesn't have a lot of skins that right now, for one, that I'm really impressed with. All right. Well, with that being said, we have got through all of the hunters on this list. I feel like it's kind of like almost evenly balanced in my opinion, at least as far as A and D go. A through D, I mean, my ratings are just based on whether I like to play them or not. All right, well, if you like this video, please give it a like, hit that subscribe button, and to keep up to date for when I post new videos, hit that bell, ding. And if you'd like to check me out on Twitch, I do stream IDV 6 days a week, other than Friday from 3:30 to 5:30. And then on Saturdays, we have community days most of the time where I play with viewers who have signed up through my Discord. It's a lot of fun, and I usually start those about 3 o'clock and end at 6 p.m. Central US time. That being said, feel free to check me out on my other socials. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!